We're all familiar with Justin Bieber, but did you know that the Biebs is also quite familiar with us, especially with the talent of the Filipinos? And that's today as Kababayan LA starts right now. Kababayan Pride's Legacy is in the house. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Thanks for having us.
And that was when you opened for a Justin Bieber concert. You are the backup singers for Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Before you get confused, there's 4 of them, but I'm going to do 2 and 2 first, okay? So how is it like, what is it like working with Justin Bieber?
Oh, it's been an amazing experience just traveling the world with him, going to city. It's just been incredible, and he's been such a great person to work with, has a great work ethic, and he's just a really nice person, you know, and just really makes it out where the whole team is a family. So it's really good times.
How did he get the gig? I'm so envious.
Before Bieber found us, we started doing YouTube videos online. So we used to do covers of top 40 songs. So we happened to come across this song called Baby. At that time, Justin was on the rise, and his Baby single just came out, and we're like, you know, let's try to put our spin on it, try to cover this. So we covered it with some of our friends from this area, Kathy, Nguyen, and Traffic. And so we did it. We posted it on YouTube, and a few days later, Scooter emails me while I'm at work at my 9-to-5 job, and I couldn't call him back right away because I was at work.
You must have been excited.
At first, I didn't believe it.
Right.
But then I Googled Scooter Braun, and it turns out, you know, this is a real deal.
So it was legit. Yes.
And so I got that email, but I couldn't do anything. So I text Dell, like, Dell, call Scooter.
Yes.
This might be something really big. And
so where were you when you got the text message?
I was at home, you know, I think I was eating or something, and he says, yeah, this guy, Scooter Braun, is emailing us, and he says he's Justin Bieber's manager. Give him a call, he's waiting for you. So I'm like, all right. So, you know, kind of prepared myself, got my phone, called him up, and he picked up. He introduced himself, saying, you know, I'm Scooter Braun. Have you heard, you know who I am? And I'm like, yeah, I've researched, and yeah, and
so at that point, you were probably trying to control your excitement. You didn't want, you just were did you have to try to sound cool, like, you know?
Yeah, I was really chill, just like, yeah, I've heard of you, you know, I've heard of Justin, you know, my band Legacy, we covered a song, and he's like, yes, I just saw it, and I think you guys are great. You guys sound a lot like Boyz II Men, you know, which is one of my favorite groups, he was saying, and I'd like to bring you guys on tour with Justin.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, really? Okay. And I was like, that's great, you know.
But at that point, that was a big gig, right? And, you know, on a tour, you'll have to be traveling. Of course, there are expenses involved, plus your time. You had a 9-to-5 job, Chris, and at that point, you were just a group of people, like friends, basically singing covers on YouTube, just singing as a hobby and all that. So how did you handle this? How did you break it to the rest of the group?
Well, with my job, they were actually very supportive. They knew that I sing, that I wanted to pursue a singing career with my friends. And so the next day, I told them once Scooter and Justin booked our flights, we had to leave the next day.
The very next day.
Yeah, well, we weren't able to. I didn't have a chance to tell my work, give them a 2 weeks notice.
Right.
But I told them straight up, like, look, a huge opportunity came. I'm going to be going on tour.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to leave. But they were very supportive, and they're like, you know what, follow your dream, do what your heart wants you to do.
Right.
Yeah, the rest is history.
What about you, Del? Were you working at that time in school?
Yeah, I had it a little easier. I didn't have a 9-to-5. I was doing like contractual work for websites, like programming, so I kind of had my own schedule. And so I was able to just kind of put that to the side and just go on tour. I didn't have to quit any job, you know. I could actually still work a little bit while I was on tour.
Yes, and it was an experience of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
It was...
How long after you were touring did you get used to the idea that, hey, we're touring?
A couple months.
Did it sink in right away? Like
no,
how?
It didn't.
Yeah?
Yeah, for the first couple of
the TV shows?
weeks. Yeah, his first TV shows, we were just like looked like we were little kids at a toy store, just like, all these
celebrities everywhere. But no, because the first couple of weeks he was promoting his new album. And so it wasn't, you know, touring. We were just going to television shows like David Letterman, Oprah.
Wow.
You know, all these shows that we've watched,
Yeah.
but, you know, we never imagined that we'd be on them. And so all of a sudden, it was like day after day, we're on these different shows.
Okay, I'd love to hear more about these experiences. I'm sure when you're nervous, anxious, there's pressure. I mean, there must have been some bloopers or whatnot. We're going to be talking about that when we return on the show. Don't go away.
You are my only, you won't be lonely, baby,